folks, this new documentary is coming out in a couple days called Pretty Baby. She's interviewing on TV everywhere, but I thought this would be an appropriate time. I've never done this before, to tell the story of how I met Brooke Shields. I never thought it would happen. I never thought I would have the opportunity to meet her, to come face to face with her. But I'm going to tell you the story of how I got to meet Brooke Shields and her mother, Terry, was a wonderful, very, very, very intelligent woman. But anyway, I'll get into all that. How I met Brooke Shields in 1991. I was working at Citibank at the time. I had started Citibank in 1989. So I was in my late 20s. And I happened to see a newspaper, I think it was the Daily News or one of those papers, that Brooke Shields was going to be appearing at a breast cancer benefit / ladies' clothing store on Madison Avenue grand opening called Episode. And I said, "Damn, I need to get out into that. I need to get to that party. I need to meet Brooke Shields. I got to try to do this." So I called, not thinking anything was going to happen, but I called, I guess I called the store Episode, and I said, I'd like to be able to meet Brooke. Her biggest fan, and they said, we'll put you on the guest list, which you'll hear in a moment. There was no actual guest list, but I believe there was. But anyway, so they said they were putting me on the guest list. And that night I showed up after Citibank. I showed up and there was a whole bunch of people around there. You could see the ribbon cutting thing. You could see Brooke through the windows of the clothing store Episode. And I was taking pictures. But I'll get to the highlights of it. I don't want to drag this thing out too long. So when it was time like an idiot, and I'll regret this for in the rest of my life. I didn't. I had my camera there, downstairs at the party, but I left it in my raincoat. I said I don't want to be this fan that's seen with the camera, but that was later a choice I regretted. Because I tried to get pictures of Brooke and I, like an idiot, I stood next. I'll tell you the whole story, but I stood next to her while she was being photographed, and I, played through this routine of being. She was going to sign the autograph for me, and I took it upon myself to do all this. I stood right next to her, 1 inch from her. I guess I was acting a little bit foolish, but anyway, the bottom line is I was unable, I didn't have my camera out because I left it in my raincoat in the closet, and I wasn't able to get a hold, despite making numerous phone calls the next day. I was unable to get a hold of any pictures of the party, but there was an Entertainment Tonight type show that played either that night, the next night, I think it was the next night probably, where you could see me passing by Brooke Shields. So you didn't see me, talking to her. I knew Brooke Shields was a French major at Princeton, so I figured I'll speak French to her and she'll return. It'll be cool. She'll speak to me back in French. She did understand me. She did reply, but she replied in English, which kind of ruined the... But here's the funny thing, the one funny thing that happened at that party. So I'm watching Brooke Shields be interviewed by this Entertainment Tonight type of show about 15 feet away or whatever it was. And I turn around and look at... a woman is standing next to me, and who do you think it was? It was Terry Shields that happened to be standing right next to me, just coincidentally, during this interview. We were watching Brooke, and I said, "Oh my God, you're Terry Shields." And this was the funny thing about it. She was the most down to earth, most intelligent, wittiest, sharp wit. She was asking me about myself, my job, so on and so forth. She was asking me about everything I was up to at that time. So that was amazing, and I just remembered that she had an incredibly sharp mind and a sharp wit, which just because I'm extremely intelligent. So I mean, when I'm speaking to somebody that's extremely intelligent, it always is very apparent to me, and this was very apparent to me. But anyway, so and then later on, I remember Brooke was holding a puppy dog, and this stupid me, I couldn't think of what to say to her. So when the opportunity came for me to speak to her, stupid me asked her about how I can get her, because she was advertising this hair dryer on one of these QVC type channels. And I was asking her about how I can get the hair dryer, which is, thinking back, that was the dumbest thing I probably could have done, but I couldn't think of what to say to her. But, I did get to speak to her. I got to speak to her mother. I did get to meet her. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of the evening. I did have a tape that I taped that Entertainment Tonight type of show that showed on TV. I had it, but I lost it in the move. We changed houses. We sold my mother's house, and my brother, I don't think he saved it for me or got lost in the move, but unfortunately, I don't even have that. But it was, needless to say, it was the thrill of a lifetime, my dream come true, to meet Brooke Shields, because I didn't even get into all this, but, everybody says, oh, I'm the number one, Paul McCartney fan, such and such fan. I truly was the number one Brooke Shields fan in the world. I mean, there was no doubt about it. I had a scrapbook with everything she ever came out with, was in that scrapbook. I don't have that either. But I thought it would be an appropriate time to tell this story, that how I got the opportunity to meet Brooke Shields. And it was a thrill of a lifetime, of course. And if I think of anything else, I might add it in the comments. But for now, that's all, folks. Signing off. Now in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And Brooke, as always, I love you. And I hope you remember that evening, because I certainly do. And sorry to hear about your mother, because she was a wonderful woman. And I have nothing but kind words to say about her.